four pillars of Sanatana is something that we are going to take on through this episode today, where we understand that these Vayus do act within us and also outside us, like air, water and such. These 8 Vayus do vibrate within us, or here Adi Deva. Adi refers to the beginning or source. Without the 6 defects, that is sorrow, infatuation, hunger, thirst, birth and death. He is the one that is uplifting us beings from this ocean of life cycle through this exercise of a churning. When we are following that and going through this dharma, artha and kama, moksha, all the supreme satisfactions of life come across. It is a result of that. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Jai Shri Ram. Welcome back to the Clay Studios oil painting vlog number 35 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamavali. This is the painting that follows the principle of calligram or micrography to paint the 1000 names of Sri Vishnu. While the painting process is going on, I am also trying to understand the deeper meanings behind these names, taking tangential perspectives with the help of scriptures from Sanāthana Dharma. And whatever I am learning, I am also sharing with you through these weekly vlogs. We have covered names up to 330 in our previous vlogs. Typically, we cover 10 names at a time and we take the tangential perspectives as well. If you haven't looked at our previous videos, please do check it out and come back, because even though we are taking 10 names only, we will be making frequent references to previous storylines, previous scriptures that were discussed, and it really helps for you to delve a little deeper, understand the deeper meanings and appreciate and contrast, compare and contrast yourself and come with your own thought process when you have all the materials ready with you. So it will definitely be of great help to take a look at them and come back. This week we are going to cover 331 name through 340, so 10 names there, and then we are going to discuss a very important aspect of Sanatana. The 4 pillars of Sanatana is something that we are going to take on through this episode today, so I'm looking forward to that. Without much ado, let's get on with the names and their meanings first. The 331st name is Om Vayu Vahanaya Namaha. This means one who vibrates the 8 Vayus or atmospheres beginning with Avaha. I think we have discussed the Vayus and the elements in one of our episodes previously, where we understand that these Vayus do act within us and also outside us, like air, water and such. These 8 Vayus do vibrate within us and also outside us to create certain things, create some sort of a friction, and that is also a reason why we are propelled to do something or engaged in certain activities. So that is the vibration, and that vibration is coming from him. Vayu Vahanaya Namaha. 332nd name is Vasudevaya Namaha, one who is both Vasu and Deva. So there are propensities within within the Lord God. I think we touched upon at a greater, deeper level in our previous vlog number 34, where we discussed why the Supreme Being has to present itself in different forms at different places in points in time, and for us to feel inspired by or motivated by different personalities at different points in time and such. We have discussed in great detail in our previous session. So we will move on to the 333rd name, that is Om Bruhat Bhanave Namaha. That means Bruhat is something big or great. Bhanave refers to brilliance, the great brilliance, great brilliance. 334th name is Om Adi Devaya Namaha. The divinity is the source of all devas, is what it means here. Adi Devaya. Adi refers to the beginning, or source. Divinity who is the source of all the devas. 335th name is Om Purandaraya Namaha, which means one who destroys the city of enemies of devas. This is also a propensity of Shiva Tattva that we have discussed in our previous sessions as well. So destroying the cities is also, the Tripura, how it was destroyed, how the city that was placed in different, levels or levels in the cosmos was aligned and destroyed, and why was it destroyed also was discussed in our previous sessions. But this coming of a close, just to put it in a subtle way for this particular session, destruction does not necessarily mean negativity. Destruction also refers to something being in that position that it needs to come to a close for a certain new element to start, to begin. So to give way for something new to begin, something has to be closed. From that point of view, we can understand this, but do check out our previous sessions to go deeper into why these cities were aligned and destroyed by Lord Shiva. 336th name is Om Ashokaya Namaha. This refers to one without the 6 defects, that is sorrow, infatuation, hunger, thirst, birth and death. This again we have discussed previously. It looks like some of the names are already coming back from our discussions previously. This one particularly is from our vlog number 34, where we talked about the friends or enemies that we have within us that we need to control and not necessarily work towards eradication, just control, isn't it? Check out the vlog 34 where we talked about all these elements. Ashokaya Namaha points to the one without these defects. He doesn't have the defects, but he wants us to be helped about this, these defects, and how do we get through that, isn't it? So 337th name is Om Taranaya Namaha. That refers to one who uplifts being from the ocean of samsara. The most favorite thing about the ocean, was Samudra Manthan, that we talked about in vlog number 30. That was a very good detailed explanation for Taranaya Namaha, I would say, because it shows how different elements come together. Even though they are in enmity, they come together, and what happens to the process of Samudra Manthan, how every being is getting elevated, or there is a growth arc for every character there. There is a learning coming out of this samsara. Samudra Manthan is an awesome example, and that also is demonstrating how the God uplifts us, different beings wanting different things, isn't it? Please do check out the vlog number 30 for this. But that's, to summarize, he is the one that is uplifting us beings from this ocean of life cycle through this exercise of a churning, kind of. The 338th name is Om Taraya Namaha. That refers to one who liberates being from the fear of residence in the womb, birth, old age, death, and etc. So these fears that always reside within us, that we are fearful of every single aspect of our life. To be honest, we might not show it, we might be able to get over it to certain extent. We might fear certain elements, external or even internal, or we might even fear the basics of the life cycle, that is birth, death, old age and such. All these fears are, removed or eliminated, not necessarily by saying that, oh, you'll never get old or you will never die or something, but we are liberated. So the word that is used here, the key word being liberation. So it is being understanding, coming to terms with these old age, birth, death and every aspect, coming to terms with this as a part of life and just letting it go itself is a good starting point for liberation, and that's what the name points to. 339th name is Om Suraya Namaha. This refers to one of great powers, that is, who fulfills the 4 supreme satisfaction of life. And the 4 supreme satisfactions of life, or what? They also end up being the 4 pillars of Sanāthana Dharma. We are going to discuss that in a short while from now. So I'm just going to make a stop and move on to the 340th name, which is Om Shauraye Namaha. Refers to one who, as Krishna, the son of Sura, that is the Krishna propensity of Vishnu, that was born. So that's what the meaning of Shauraye refers to here. With that, we come to the close of these names. Let's move back to the 39th name. That pointed to the 4 pillars of Sanāthana Dharma. So we are going to discuss those 4 pillars. What are they? So they are also the 4 pillars that fulfill supreme satisfactions of life. Supreme satisfaction of life are connected to these 4 pillars. What are they? Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. I'm going to take the help of Shrimad Bhagavadam to understand this a little better, and then we will go over the meaning of it as well. Yeah. Shrimad Bhagavadam, Canto 4, Chapter 8 and verse 41. Let's go that together. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha Akyam Yaha Ichet Shreyaha Atmanaha Ikam Hi Eva Harihi Tatra Karanam Pada Sevanam. So here Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha points the 4 principles religiously or religiosity. Here I want to just hold on to this word, or the aspect of religiosity as dharma, but I will get to that in a short while, what exactly it could mean here. So coming back to the meaning of the phrase itself, the verse itself, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, referring to the 4 principles of religiosity. Artha being economic development, Kama the sense gratification, and Moksha being liberation. Akyam by the name, Yaha who, Ichet may desire, Shreyaha the goals of life, Atmanaha of the self, Ikam hi eva only the one, Harehi of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Tatra in that, Karanam the cause, Pada Sevanam worshipping the lotus feet. So, the meaning of this phrase comes to any person who desires the fruits of the 4 principles, that is religiosity, economic development, sense gratification and liberation, should engage oneself in devotional service of Supreme Personality of Godhead, for worship of his lotus feet yields the fulfillment of all of these. Yeah, and religiosity, I'm just going to elaborate a little more. Religiosity doesn't necessarily point to the different religions that we have put ourselves into, the boxes that we have put ourselves into. Dharma relates to that aspect of discipline that we want to follow. Yeah, and it could come stem from what we call religion in today's world. It could stem from any other aspect that you feel propels you feel connected to personally. How? Because it is your inner dharma, it is coming from the inner self, your innate personality, innate nature. Yes, so that's where when you follow these things, go through this. So it's not to renounce all these feelings of karma, should not be necessarily renounced. We talked about that in our vlog 34, where we discussed that with the feelings of anger, krodha, kama and their friends, all these we'll have to pass through and learn to control it and use it only when needed, to the extent needed, isn't it? So when we are following that and going through this dharma, artha and kama, moksha, all the supreme satisfactions of life come across. It is, a result of that. I'm just going to go to another explanation that is from a recent, not a very recent, but comparatively recent scripture as compared to Shrimad Bhagavadam, is the great Guru Chānakyā. His Artha Shastra always explains things in a much more practical way, because he was from a period in time that maybe not very close to us, but still he was in the period of time where he was building, creating leaders. Yeah, he was creating everything for the land of Bharatadesha, and he was creating leadership setups, warrior setups and everything. So his take on this, and this I'm quoting also from the perspective of a recent book from Sri Ravi Singh Chaudhary. His book is Chānakyā's Intelligence, and I'm taking the help of his note as well on Chānakyā's code. And here he says, Sukhasya moolam dharmaha, dharmasya moolam arthaha, arthasya moolam rajyaha, rajasya moolam indriyajayaha. So he is taking a slightly different angle here on explaining the dharma, artha, kama, moksha and connecting the dots. And let's look at that. In the first sentence, Sukhasya moolam dharmaha, he is saying the sukham or happiness, the pleasures of life, the profits, can we say, they all stem from dharma. So our happiness, everything really is going to stem from the dharma. And the second sentence is dharmasya moolam arthaha, which means dharma arises from artha. Okay, resources and wealth, because even if you like to do certain things, if you do not have the resources to do it, how will you do it? Then you will be ultimately unhappy because you're not able to do it. Let's say that I want to go and learn taekwondo. Yeah, then I'll have to make sure that I am getting into the related classes, getting in touch with the related professionals and learning the tips and tricks of it, making time. So resource also means time in my calendar for that, support from my community, my friends, my family. There's so many things. These are my, these are the resources I need, artha I need to perform my dharma, which I feel is personally connecting me to taekwondo, let's say, for example. And from there I will derive my, if I do what I like, I will derive my sukha, that is happiness, or profits and desires. Yes. So now go little more deeper. Where will this resource come from? Yeah, I would definitely love to know that as well. The third sentence is arthasya moolam rajya. Artha is created through, artha, that is resource or wealth, is created through rajya. Rajya, the meaning will be kingship or setting up of a system or an institution. We need to set up certain things to be able to create that wealth, isn't it? Without a proper system, if I say I want to earn money, where will it come from? Either I have to create a system on my own, or at least apply for a job and be a part of a system that will give me the artha, that is the resource I need to follow my dharma. Can you see how this and ladder goes up to. So that will be, the resource will be created through a proper Rajya, that is the system or institution. Finally, he says, Rajasya Moolam Indriya Jayaha. Oh, Rajya depends on Indriya Jayam. So the institution system is really effective only when we have controlled or conquered our senses. Oh my God. So it looks like everything is external. Okay, I need to find this system. I need to go and enroll myself into this institution, for which I need money, I need wealth, and so on. So it all, looks like it's all external. But finally he points to internal. Indriya Jayam is pointing to conquering senses, discipline and such. Did we discuss this already? Yes, I think so. We did. Where did we discuss this? Indriya Jayam, or controlling the senses, we discussed in vlog number 33, vlog 31. These are all the topics that we talked about. Krodha, anger, kama, desire, lust, greed, lobha, envy, jealousy, matsarya, ego, mada, attachment, moha, alasya, laziness. All these things are stemming within us. When we control this, we will be able to work in a system or create a system. And also, creation doesn't mean just create today and forget it tomorrow. It has to sustain. The system has to sustain, which means there has to be some disciplines that you will set up, isn't it? So when we conquer our own senses, we are able to create a system that will function effectively without any loopholes, and that for system, Rajya will give us the artha, that is the resource needed, and then we ultimately are able to do the dharma that we will be very happy doing, isn't it? Then that will lead us to sukha or happiness. So that's how we can conquer this. So he's really created a very interesting practical roadmap, the great Guru Chānakyā, and this thanks to the nice explanation that is given by Ravi Singh Chaudhary ji in his book Chānakya's Intelligence, from which I have shared this. I hope you found this roadmap effective. Please do share your thought process on this. What is your experience? Do you have a different roadmap, and how does that work? I want to know more about that. While we discuss and debate, keep on doing that. I will wish you to be staying blessed, staying happy, staying healthy, staying motivated until we meet in our next session with 10 more names and the meanings and tangential perspectives. Till such time, thank you. Bye-bye.